Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector everyone to another exciting and eye-opening episode right here on the channel where we dig deep into the treasures of history, the secrets of rare coins, and the fascinating world of money that hides right in plain sight in our everyday pockets. Today you are in for a treat because we are going to explore a coin that most of us have probably handled without even realizing its hidden story, a coin that represents both American history and potentially life-changing value. That coin is the 1980 United States 1-cent piece, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Penny. But here is the twist: while millions and millions of these pennies were minted and circulated through the hands of average Americans, only a tiny handful carry a story so extraordinary that they can command prices reaching into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Imagine holding a single copper coin worth over $300,000, yes, you heard that correctly, an eye-popping $324,000. Now, before we dive into how this coin could possibly be worth that much, let us step back and trace its fascinating history. The Lincoln 1-cent coin has been a cornerstone of American currency for well over a century, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. It was the very first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature the portrait of a real person, and Lincoln's image has graced the penny ever since. In 1959, to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse design was changed from the iconic wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing the enduring respect for the president who preserved the Union. By the time 1980 rolled around, these coins were being struck in massive numbers by the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The composition at that time was primarily copper, 95% copper to be exact, with 5% zinc and tin, giving the coin its classic weight and feel, very different from the lighter copper-plated zinc pennies that would come into play after 1982. The year 1980 itself holds a special place in numismatic circles because although billions of 1-cent coins rolled off the presses, minting errors, unique conditions, and rare variations have turned a few of them into hidden gems. Coin collectors are always on the hunt for double dies, off-center strikes, and coins in pristine uncirculated condition, and when such a coin surfaces with flawless details and top-tier grading, the value skyrockets far beyond the imagination of the everyday spender. For example, certain 1980 Lincoln Memorial cents, particularly those graded at the highest level by professional grading services, have reached staggering auction results. The highest recorded sale of this coin shocked the coin collecting community when it reached an unbelievable $324,000, proving once again that history, rarity, and condition together can transform the humblest coin into a priceless treasure. So why exactly do collectors and investors pay such huge sums of money for what was once just a penny in circulation? The answer lies in a perfect storm of factors: extreme scarcity in high grade, growing demand from passionate collectors who want the very best examples for their sets, and the undeniable charm of a coin that bridges America's modern era with its heritage. While most 1980 pennies are still only worth 1 cent, and perhaps a few dollars if they are in good condition, those ultra-rare high-grade pieces are the stuff of legends. It is like finding a diamond among grains of sand, and the thrill of that possibility drives the fascination and fever behind coin hunting. So buckle up, my friends, because in today's video we are going to peel back every layer of this story. We will look at the history, the design, the unique features, and the jaw-dropping auction results that make the 1981 cent Lincoln Memorial coin one of the most talked about modern rarities in U.S. coinage. Whether you are a seasoned collector, a casual hobbyist, or someone who just stumbled across an old jar of pennies in the attic, this is a story that could inspire you to look a little closer, dig a little deeper, and perhaps discover that small copper coin in your own collection that could change your life forever. And remember, the magic of numismatics is not just about money. It is about connecting with history, holding in your hands a piece of the past that tells a story of people, presidents, and progress. The 1980 Lincoln Memorial Penny is more than just currency. It is a symbol of how value can hide in plain sight, how something as ordinary as a penny can hold a legacy of worth far beyond its face value. Today we are diving deep into a coin that on the surface looks like an ordinary penny but in reality carries with it an extraordinary story, a fascinating history, and a jaw-dropping value in today's collector's market. I am talking about the 1996 D Lincoln 1-cent coin from the United States Mint. At first glance it is just a simple copper-plated zinc coin we all know as a penny, something you might pass over without even a second thought, something you might even let slip between your couch cushions. But in the world of numismatics, this particular coin has risen to legendary status. Now imagine this. You are going through your pocket change, sifting through the familiar coins we handle every single day, and suddenly there it is, a 1996 D1 cent. It looks like any other. But what if I told you that in today's market one of these coins in pristine condition has been valued at an astonishing $221,000? Yes, you heard that correctly. A single cent coin worth well over $200,000. That is the magic and mystery of coin collecting, and it is exactly why we are going to explore this amazing piece of American money history together. Let us take a step back in time for a moment and understand the background of this coin. The Lincoln cent has been around since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin quickly became iconic, not only for its portrait of Lincoln but also for being the first regularly circulating U.S. coin to feature a real historical person. Over the decades the Lincoln cent has gone through changes in composition, design, and minting techniques, reflecting the shifts in America's economy and its coinage system. By the 1980s, the U.S. Mint had moved away from the heavy bronze alloy to the lighter copper-plated zinc planchets we know today. In 1996 the Denver Mint struck millions upon millions of these coins with the familiar Lincoln obverse and the Lincoln Memorial reverse, a design that had been in use since 1959. To most people, these pennies were just everyday change. But here is where the story becomes exciting. Certain 1996 D Lincoln cents emerged with extraordinary quality, unique die characteristics, and in some cases nearly flawless preservation. It is those rare survivors that collectors now chase with incredible passion. So how does a single penny make the leap from pocket change to a six-figure treasure? It all comes down to rarity, condition, demand, and history. A coin like the 1996 D Lincoln cent, struck at the Denver Mint, usually entered circulation quickly and picked up wear and tear. But the examples that managed to survive in top-tier condition, certified and graded by professional services as near perfect, have become trophies in the coin world. Because so few exist at this level, the bidding wars begin, and the prices climb higher and higher until you reach the unbelievable market value we are seeing today, $221,000 for a single 1-cent coin. Think about that for a second. A coin you might overlook, a coin you might literally toss into a jar or spend without hesitation, could actually be worth more than a luxury car, more than a down payment on a home, more than a lifetime of groceries. That is why collectors spend years searching, studying, and analyzing every detail of coins like the 1996 D. It is not just a coin, it is a piece of American history, a miniature artwork, a symbol of chance and rarity, and in this case, a ticket to a potential fortune. So in today's video we are going to walk through everything you need to know about the 1996 D Lincoln 1 cent. We will talk about its historical background, its design features, the minting process, what makes certain examples stand out, how to identify whether you have one that could be worth big money, and of course, why its current market value is commanding an unbelievable $221,000. If you have ever wondered how a tiny coin could hold such massive worth, stay tuned, because this is a story you do not want to miss.